All right. Yeah, we're live. Just pretty, not really have a lot of intention for this stream. Take questions and stuff, but yeah. Just put these little guys down too. Yeah. Just take those guys like that. Yeah, so this is pretty much just chill stream. You guys can ask me questions. Pretty much that's it. I can give updates. I can tell you guys about any future stop motions. Whatever you guys want to hear, I will let you know. So yeah, let's wait for some people to join. Sit for a minute. Wait for people to join. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I have these. I did get these little things. They're little Jurassic World collectible things, kinda. Got these guys at Dollar Tree. See, there's a blue, there's a T-Rex, and then the Indominus Rex. But those are the only three part of the set that is there for that. I got this too. It's been in a couple videos, like posing videos. One of my videos from YouTube Shorts from a while back. I got three main figures right here with me, but I've got some more in the like near, like the Jazzwares Mega Charizard X, Hammond Collection T-Rex, the Hiya Toys Kong with the Beast Glove that I just recently got. This guy is pretty good. Hello to who just joined the stream. But he's definitely a nice figure. This is just a meant to be just a pretty chill stream. You can ask me questions and I can answer. I'll give you guys updates on stop motions. You can pretty much ask me whatever, and I'll come up with an answer for it. Hello, Rise Goth here, and Idle and Jade. Hello, Danny. Yes. Yeah, you guys can ask me questions. Just a chill figure stream, really. Show off some figures. You guys can ask questions. I'll come up with answers. That's pretty much it, though. It's not meant to be a crazy thing like other streams. I'm doing good, Danny S. Danny S. Thank you for asking. But, Idle and Jade, I do play video games. Hoping to get Jurassic World Evolution 3 soon, because I've seen some pretty good stuff on that game. Added a lot of new stuff, better details, graphics, all of that. But yeah, I do play lots of video games. It's a really cool thing about the Hiya Beast Glove Kong. Right here on the glove. Thank you, Idle and Jade. There's a couple parts. I love how Hiya does this with their figures. They add in all the details. This extends out. All these little pieces go up. Just adds to like the quality of the figure. I do have like one small problem with this guy is that he just has a hard time standing up, but for the most part I can manage. I am gonna try at some point get some figure stands like with bendy wire, so it's easier to hold the Kong up, because he is the first like nice Kong figure. So I want to produce some pretty good stop motions with him. But feel free to ask any more questions. I can tell you guys about any upcoming stop motions if you want to know. If there's like a certain one that you've seen on the channel that you want to see more of, you can let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. And then the hello, Levi Karchian. How are you doing? But yeah. I did show these guys off a little bit earlier, but they're like these little Jurassic World figure things. They're actually pretty cool. Idol and Jade, I do play Roblox. But these guys are pretty cool. There's 3 of them. There's the Indominus and there's a T-Rex in blue. But they're pretty good. And then if for those of you that are in the stream right now that do know about my 3 fish, I do still have them. They're almost a year old now, and they are doing pretty good. But Idol and Jade, I wouldn't mind playing. If there's a time we could find something out, we could figure something out. And then to those other people in the stream, you can ask any questions you would like, and I'll come up with an answer for them. As long as I can find something. Judy MCB, thank you. For the compliment. This is the Hammond Collection T-Rex. Just got this guy not super long ago, maybe a week or 2 ago, a few weeks. Got this guy in the trade with the Hammond Collection Therizinosaurus. So I will not have him on the channel for any more videos. It's your favorite. Yeah, the Hammond Collection T-Rex is definitely one of the nicer figures. One of the rare ones and one of the bigger ones too, but pretty good one in my opinion. I definitely like it. It's definitely been one of the wants for my collection for some time. And then the Jazzwares Mega Charizard X, I got this guy a few months ago, maybe like a month or 2 ago, 3, 4. This is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon figures. It's great articulation, great posability, a lot of nice stuff. But no accessories, which Jazzwares doesn't normally do that, but they will on some occasions, depending on the figure. I can tell you one thing, that the Hi-Hat Kong has a lot of accessories, like a crazy amount. It's got the most accessories I've gotten on any Hi-Hat figure, and the only ones I've gotten with accessories were the Energized Godzilla with just the 2 fists, or swap out fists, and the my first Hi-Hat figure, the Heat Ray version Godzilla from 2021. Okay, yes, I'll call you Jack. I also, I didn't say this yet, but if there's any poses you'd want me to, like, put any of the figures in, you can let me know which figure. And even though if there's a figure you've seen that you like that I have, even if it's not here, feel free to ask and I can get it and pose it in whatever way you want me to. I can grab it quick. Whatever figure you've seen that you like, if it's not one of the 3 on the table here. But do I have WWE? I do not have WWE figures. Sadly, I know someone that does, but I do not have any. Can I have that? Yeah, so no WWE. The closest thing I really have, other than like Pokemon, Jurassic World, and Godzilla, is this one singular Kirby, this little Kirby thing. I got last year. It's pretty cool, but yeah. But yeah, that's really it. Other than the other figures I have. But I'm going to put up a poll. You liked and subscribed. Thank you very much, Shaden Davis. But I'm going to start up a poll. I'll put a couple different figure options. If you would like me to get a certain figure that's on the poll, feel free to vote for it, and whatever wins, I'll grab it, and I'll let you guys see it. But let's get it right now. Just set the poll up, and then I'll let you guys do the rest. Sorry if it's a bit quiet, but just getting the thing set up. And then I'll put 3 different options on here, and you guys can choose from whichever ones you want. All right, I just put the poll up, and I'll let you guys see what you want. I'll let you guys pick to see which of the figures you'd want to see right now. And depending on what wins the poll, I will go and pick one. Put it right over there. But yeah, go ahead and start picking up, choosing which figure you guys want to see. Do I play Steel or Brain Rot? I do on occasion. It's not like my go-to game. I did get into it a little bit a few weeks ago, but it's not my favorite game on Roblox. I play other Godzilla games and other things like that. But I do play. It's not a bad game. It's one of the most popular I've seen in a while. Okay, so what it seems like, I'll let the other person vote and see which figure they want to see right now from the poll. And if it's a tie on 2 of them, then I'll bring in both of those figures. But if one of them gets the most votes, then I'll just bring in that single one. But as of now, do I want a secret? I would like one. I think I may have like one secret, but I'm not sure about it yet. I'd have to check, but as of now, it looks like I'll bring in the Mega Construx Evolve Godzilla and the poll. And let me just grab this guy. He's right over here. He's took like 6 hours or like 8 hours just to build this thing, and it was definitely worth the while. But I'll move some of these guys out of the way so you can get a better look when I bring this Mega Construct figure in here. But the Kong is about to fall. But here's the Mega Construct figure. It's the Mega Construx Evolve Godzilla. Took quite some time to build. Maybe 7 or 8 hours. Definitely one of my favorite sets that I built just in general, whether it was Lego or not. And I do have a quick question for you guys. Have any of you seen Jurassic World Rebirth yet? Even though the movie came out in July and it's been quite some time. If any of you have seen Jurassic World Rebirth, you can let me know now. Because, in my opinion, it was an okay movie. Could have been better. They left out some stuff You did. That's nice. Do you have a personal opinion on it? And if so, you can let me know what you thought about the movie. Oh, his arm just snapped off. Do you have a, Jack, do you have a personal opinion on Jurassic World Rebirth? Is there something you liked and didn't like about it? If there is, you can let me know right now. 5 out of 10? Okay, that's pretty decent rating. I don't disagree and I don't agree. It's like it's a mix, because I would have given it a little bit higher of a rating, like maybe like a 6 or 7 out of 10. But for me, it was an okay movie. Could have been better. They left out a lot of screen time for some dinosaurs that people wanted to see, like the D-Rex, Dolores the Aqualops, the Velociraptors especially. They left out a lot of screen time. They only gave the Velociraptors like one scene, and they were trying to do another one, and they deleted it. But the Velociraptors were pretty cool to see. They kind of got disrespected in a way in that movie. They got one scene, and then they just got beat up in that one scene, which is not my favorite thing, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah. Yeah. I like Jurassic World Rebirth. Like, it was really cool. Really cool reboot of the movie. Added in a lot of new stuff. The D-Rex was really cool to see. The new Spinosauruses weren't that bad. I actually do have one of the figures for the new Spinosaurus. You feel bad? What do you feel bad for? The Jurassic World Rebirth? Like any of the dinosaurs that didn't get scenes? But I do have one of the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus figures. This is from the Spinosaurus Danger set. My favorite of the two Spinosaurus ones that came out. You feel bad for the Raptors. Yeah, they didn't get a lot of good screen time, and the only scenes they had were just them getting beaten up. But this is the Spinosaurus that came in the Spinosaurus Danger Pack. One of my favorite Mattel Jurassic figures that they released for like the normal kids' toys line. It's definitely a nice one. I do really like it. But onto the figure poses now. Is there any figures you would like me to show off, and or any that are already over here that you would like me to pose? If so, you can tell me what figure you want me to pose. You can ask if there's any figures I have and what pose you want me to put them in. And that's pretty much it. So you can go ahead and ask, you can ask whatever figures I have. If there's any figure genres I'm going to have, it's more going to be Jurassic World figures, Pokemon figures, Godzilla figures, and some stuff in between. But for the most part, it's going to be Jurassic World, Pokemon, and Godzilla. So you can ask if I have any certain figures, and if I do, I can grab them and show them off if you want to see them. And even though the other figures on the poll that I put up didn't get any votes, do I have a raptor? I do have a few raptors, just like normal velociraptors or any of the raptors, like the Indoraptor. I have a few raptors if you're just talking about normal velociraptors. I've got the Mattel one from the 30th anniversary. I think it's the 30th anniversary one from the kitchen playset. I have one of the very old Jurassic World blue figures, but that would take me forever to find them. But I do have them. Hello, Kelly Gamboa. Welcome to the stream. But I can try and find another Jurassic World figure. If there's another Jurassic figure you specifically want me to grab it or show off if I have, you can go ahead and tell me now, and I can see if I can find one. I have a couple of the Hammond Collection figures behind me. I have the two others I have besides the T-Rex. So I have the Allosaurus and the Stegosaurus. So if there's any of those two you want me to show, I can grab those now. And then the Jazzwares Mega Charizard X is actually really the only Mega Charizard or just Pokemon figure in general that's actually like decently articulated. You have a T-Rex? That's nice. Do I have a King Ghidorah? So I have one King Ghidorah figure. I don't have a lot of them. I would like to get more King Ghidorah, like the Hiya Toys ones, but those are like really expensive. But I do have one single King Ghidorah figure I can go and try and get. It's one of the older ones. It's a Bandai figure, I'm pretty sure. But I can try to find it. Oh, yeah, right here. I do have you love King Ghidorah? Yeah, he's a really cool Godzilla monster. Ghidorah 2019 is one of my favorites, but I do really like Void Ghidorah from the Godzilla Earth trilogy. But here's the King Ghidorah figure I've got. It's kind of basic. It's the only one. And yeah, that's really it. You have the Blue Raptor that has purple on top of it. Is it rare? I'm not sure. I think so. Yeah, Void Ghidorah is pretty cool. He was definitely something. Thank you. What is my rarest one? Wow, that's a tough question because I have quite a few figures and I know I have some rare ones. The T-Rex, honestly, may be my rarest one, but I feel like there's something else that beats it. Like, I actually have a couple contenders. I'll do like a top 5. So I think if I had to put in the number 5 spot, it'd probably be the Battle Damage Gallimimus from Dino and white on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen that blue figure before. I don't think I have. But if I had to put the number 5 spot for my rarest figure, it'd probably be the Battle Damage Gallimimus from I think it was Dino Damage or something. It was in like 2019, 2020. But cool thing is that it does have a Battle Damage feature. I wouldn't really classify this guy as rare, but since it's hard to get these kind of figures anymore, he could be one of them. And if I had to put the number 2 or the number 4 spot, actually no, not that guy. If I had to put in my number 4 spot for my rarest figures, I'd probably have to say the this is a tough choice. It's kind of hard to think. Maybe the Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong figure line, because I have a few of them from 2021 when they came out. The first figure ever that I had in my collection was the number 10 Skullcrawler that Playmates made, and I do still have him, but that's probably the number 4 or 3 spot. Probably number 4. And then I think if the number 3 spot, I'd probably put this mini Jurassic were in Jurassic Park. One of the Jeeps. This is the Jeep number 5, and what's cool about Jeep number 5 is during the T-Rex scene from Jurassic Park, like 1993. This was the one of the 2 Jeeps that wasn't attacked by the T-Rex. Jeep number 4 was the one that was attacked by the T-Rex. This was the other one that was left. In the number 2 spot, I'd probably have to put the Hammond Collection T-Rex, because that was one of the first Hammond Collection figures to be released. So I'd probably have to put that guy in the number 3 spot, in the number 2 spot. And my rarest one, that's a really tough question. Like, just my rarest one in general. If I had to guess, that's much harder of a choice than I thought. If I had to guess on what my rarest figure was, it'd probably have to be one of the old I think it's the Treadmasters, or it's Treadmasters or Hasbro Velociraptor Blue figure. I do have it. I'll see if I can find it quick. But that is one of my rarest figures that I have in my collection. Might take me a minute to find it, but it shouldn't take just super long. Is this it right here? Yep, that's it. Alright, we got it. So, this is probably my rarest figure here. I'm pretty sure this was Treadmasters, but I could be wrong. It could be Hasbro. But this is the Velociraptor Blue figure. Yeah, these aren't the best Jurassic World figures for videos, but they don't really do a lot. The arms move. When you push the tail down, it makes the arms move. The mouth is just gaping open, really. And just this button, normally it would make noise, but there's no batteries. Do I have the Spinosaurus? So that's the Spinosaurus figures. If which ones are you referring to? Just any of them, or like the Jurassic Park 3 one? Because I have an answer for each one. But any of them? Okay, so I do have the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus. This is the one from Mattel, from the Spinosaurus Danger Pack. Pretty basic figure. Does all the basic stuff. Mouth opens, moves the hands and the legs, the tail. But that's really the only Spinosaurus figure I do have. There's like 6 or 7 people, and that equals 6, 7. That's actually cool. Yeah. I think the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus is definitely more accurate, which I do like about the newer Spinosaurus, that it's more accurate. But the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus is always going to be my favorite. He just had a better build, and he just looked good overall. So I'd have to say he's definitely better than the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus, but the Rebirth Spinos are still really cool figures. And I do have, I'm not sure if what's my favorite dinosaur? I have to say Spinosaurus, honestly. Spinosaurus just, it's just a really unique dinosaur in a way. Like, it's got just all these unique features, like the spine. Like, you can't really find a crazy amount of animals today that have spines like that. But I'm sure there are some out there, like just normal animals, like reptiles. Spinosaurus are interesting, and I think that's why I like them. But yeah, Spinosaurus is definitely my favorite dinosaur. If I had to put something behind him, it'd either be Carnotaurus or Allosaurus. I just really like the way Allosaurus like accurate Allosaurus looked. Mine's either Suchomimus, Indoraptor, or Spino. Yeah, those are pretty good choices. But let me ask you something, Elder Candor. Would you want to see an Indoraptor figure? Because I do, in fact, have one. Okay. I'll find the Indoraptor right now. It is from. That is actually another one of my rarer figures. It's from. This guy was released when Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom came out in 2018, so it's about 7 years ago I got this guy. He's definitely an old figure. But I do remember 2018 being around when Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out. But yeah, this is the Indoraptor I have. It's the only one I do have at the moment. I used to have another one that they made for Fallen Kingdom, but that guy ended up breaking, and I eventually just couldn't use him anymore. So we had to get rid of him, but this is the only Indoraptor figure I have right now. I don't have any other ones. I'm hoping I can get a D-Rex figure at some point, because I do have the D-Rex Funko Pop, but that's really all I have for the D-Rex. That's the same one you have? Yeah. The Indoraptor figure has some of the best articulation I've seen in any dinosaur figures. Yeah, for one of the base Mattel figures, he actually has a really good range of articulation. One of the really nicer ones. But I do have the Distortus Rex Funko Pop. If you guys would want to see it, let me know now, and I'll show him off. The only Jurassic World Funko Pop I have. I've seen other ones before, like the skeleton dinosaur Funko Pops from Jurassic World. I saw the Dilophosaurus one, but I just haven't gotten them. But if you guys would like to see the D-Rex Funko Pop, go ahead and let me know now. The D-Rex looks like he's going to take over Metropolis. Yeah. Yeah, he was very big in the movie that he was in. They made him super huge. You have to go. Okay, well, thank you for tuning into the stream, and hope to see you in another one. But, goodbye, Kelly Gamboa. But, yeah, so here's the D-Rex Funko Pop. I know Funko Pops are meant to look a bit cuter and, like, just, like, scaled down collectibles, but this is the D-Rex one that Funko made. The day I went to get this guy, back where they have all the Funko Pops, they had nearly every single Jurassic World Rebirth Funko Pop that they had come out with. You recently got a Velociraptor Hatchling Funko Pop? That's pretty cool. I actually think I did see that one when I saw the Dilophosaurus skeleton one. But, I do like the Hatchling Funko Pops. They're not my favorites, but, they're still pretty cool to see. But I definitely do like them. Also, recently 1.3K subscribers, which is, pretty nice. So, thank you all for that. But if there's any other figures you'd want to know about, like Godzilla, Pokemon, Jurassic World, if there's any other ones you'd want to know about, thank you, Wonder Blob. If there's any maybe Godzilla or Pokemon figures you'd like to know that I have, I'll gladly show them off. I've got tons of the Playmates Godzilla X Kong figures, a few of the Godzilla vs. Kong figures, a few Haya figures, and some other ones. So if there's any that you would want to see, I can show them. What's my favorite figure? Oof. That's a tough one. Is it okay if I show, like, maybe 3 of them? Because it's kind of hard to pick a favorite because of how many I've got. Is it okay if I show three different figures that are my most? All right. Yes. Okay. So I think if I had to pick three of my favorite figures, I think to start things off, it would have to be the Hiya Toys Energized Godzilla from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. This guy was my Christmas gift last year, and he is definitely a nice guy. Definitely a really nice figure. Oh, hand came off. Particularly with this guy, I've had trouble putting his swap out hands on. He has a pair of swap out fists I have right here to put him into other poses, but just with the Godzilla figure, really, I've had a tough time putting them on. And same thing with the Kong figure. A couple of the hands I've had some trouble putting on, but for the most part, it's easy. But yeah, this is one of the three that I'd say are in my most favorite, or that are in my favorite figures. And if I have to put something for a second favorite, I think I'd have to say the Hammond Collection T-Rex, honestly. If I didn't have the Hammond Collection T-Rex and I still had the Therizinosaurus, I would probably pick other than that guy. If I don't have if I still have Therizinosaurus, I'd probably pick the Allosaurus, because this was my first Hammond Collection figure and the only carnivore figure I did have at the time from the Hammond Collection. Oh, jeez, he's trying to fall. But since I traded away the Therizinosaurus, now the T-Rex is the second carnivore figure I've got, which is definitely a nice addition to the Hammond Collection, or just to my Hammond Collection figures. And probably my third favorite figure, I'd have to say, I would say the Hiya Kong figure, but I just think the Godzilla one is better. Hello, Jack. Welcome back. But if I had to say what my favorite figure, it would probably have to be my original character, my OC Crypto. I don't know if you guys have seen him before, but he's a dummy 13. I've got two of them. I have Crypto and Dark Rage, which is my second dummy 13 I got. I'll show them both off. This is the Dark Rage. He's just a pure black dummy 13. And he did in the printer. What time is it for me? It is 8:15 right now at night. I recently got a Godzilla figure that had great tail articulation, but the tail would keep snapping off if you breathed on it wrong. Yeah, I do know some of them do that. Which figure is it, if you don't mind me asking? If you do know the name of it. Do you know what figure it is? Like, is it a Hiya Toys figure? Is it an SH Monster Arts figure? You forgot, but you know it was a 112. Okay. Oh, jeez. The cool thing about the little red hand Dark Rage has, so originally I did print a pair, my friend printed a pair of Dummy 13 Wolverine claws, and when I was trying to put this one onto the other figure, all three of the claws had snapped off, so I just decided to use this as like a little power-up hand for him. And then on the other figure, on Crypto, I decided to just put the other Wolverine hand that wasn't broken on. I'll see if I can find it. I've got the hand right here. And I do have Crypto with me. You have blue? That's nice. So this is Crypto. This is the other Wolverine claw that didn't break. Yeah, this guy definitely has more posability. Both dummy 13s I have the equal amount of posability, but his joints are more stiff and can stay in place than the other one. The other one has good joints, but some of them are a bit loose. But this guy's joints are pretty good for most of the time. But I have tons of accessories. I've recently gotten into collecting plushies, and I have way too many dinosaur plushies. Yeah, I was like that for some time with stuff, with plushies and stuff. I had a lot of Pokemon ones, not a lot of dinosaur ones. But it was more Pokemon than anything for plushies I had. Also, if any of you have Hiya Toys figures, or have seen them before, what are your opinions on the box art? Like when you get the box that the figure's in, what are your opinions on the art on the box for each figure, depending on what it is? I've literally stuffed an entire empty beanbag chair with just plushies. Dang. Must be a lot of them. In my opinion, though, with the Hiya Toys box arts, I've kept every box that I've gotten from a Hiya figure, like from my first one to my most recent one. I do still have right here with me the box that the Beast Glove Kong came in. One of my favorite arts there's been on a figure. The box art was great on all of them, to be honest. Yeah. Some of them are they're a bit questionable, like not my favorite. I am hoping at some point to get the Hiya Toys Millennium Godzilla from Godzilla 2000. I stuffed a ginormous Amazon bag with every single one of my dinosaurs. Wow. Must be a lot of dinosaurs. But yeah. The dummy 13s are some of my favorite figures. Some box art look a little funky. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Hiya could definitely do better with some of them. And then some of them, they're just perfect. Like, to be honest, I think one of the best box arts that I've seen from a Hiya Toys figure was probably the Evolved Godzilla figure that they made. Because I've seen the box art. I don't have the figure. You have 5,000 dinosaur plushies. You counted. Dang. That's a lot of stuffed animals. Or plushes, if I ever heard. But, what is your opinion on the box art for the Kong figure? I think it's pretty good. I know what Hiya does, where they'll take the picture of their figure in a pose and in a dynamic pose, and then they add the practical effects. But the Kong figure is definitely pretty good. I do like it. If you have an opinion, go ahead, let me know. If you have a good opinion, a bad opinion, anything, I'm open to it. That's some good box art, honestly. Yeah. This is the first Hiya Kong figure I've gotten, and it's not the best one. It's not the best of the Kong figures that have come out. Or that have came out. Their figures. But the Kong figures from Hiya, the newer ones for Godzilla X Kong, they're definitely much better molds than the older ones that they did make. The older ones were good in their own ways, but I just like the newer ones better. If I had to pick between the Beast Glove Kong and the normal Kong with like the axe and stuff from that Hiya made for GXK, it'd probably have to be the one with the axe, because I just think he looks better with the axe than the glove, honestly. Because don't get me wrong, I like the glove, but I just think the axe looks better. The combination with the axe and the glove is definitely nice. I really like that. But you can go ahead and ask if there's any other figures I have, or if there's a figure you've seen or know of that I have that you would want me to put in a pose, I can take it now and I'll go ahead and do so. I'm currently working on practicing molding plastic so I can turn my stick figure into a figure. That's pretty neat. Good job. If there are any other figures you'd want me to pose or show off, you can ask if I have any certain figures. Like any Godzilla figures, I think we'll try to move on to Godzilla and Pokemon figures. And then at some point, we'll go back to Jurassic figures, depending on how much time we have. I have a statue that is a dinosaur. It's a T-Rex. That's pretty cool. I have one statue of a Pokemon that I got in a premium collector's box. And it is... What would you say is your least favorite box art? That could be a tough question. My least favorite box art is probably the Godzilla 2021 figure. The normal base figure, because all it does is just show the figure and then just a normal background inside of a box. So I'd have to say that. If there's one that I like a little more but I still don't really like, it's probably the Kong Skull Island figure that they came out with for Kong. But that's really it. But this is the only statue that I do have, and it's this Charizard statue I got from my birthday last year in a premium collector's box that I got for Pokemon. I think it was Pokemon 151. And it's big, yeah. I have a couple other really cool Pokemon things. I've got this Silver Charmander, I think for maybe a 30th anniversary or something. You have that same Charizard statue. Good for you. Yeah, I'm just going to let you know. Charizard for a long time, and still it kind of is. You got it from the Pokemon card box? Yeah, that's the same one I got it from, too. But I do have a lot of Charizard things. I've got this Charizard Funko Pop, too. But for quite some time, Charizard was my favorite Pokemon. He still is, but I don't really like the base Charizard figures. I do prefer the Mega Charizard over any of them, and the Gigantamax Charizard, even though they haven't really made a figure of him. But my new favorite Pokemon, really, if I had to pick my most favorite, it's probably Rayquaza, specifically Mega Rayquaza. In your opinion, Greninja is pretty cool? Yeah, I liked Greninja for quite some time, too. That was one of my first Pokemon plushes. I have a golden Charizard, and it's real. It is golden on the front and the normal Pokemon back on the back. That's pretty cool. Good for you. I do actually have... So, I've got a really cool story to tell you guys. I meant to say golden. Yeah, I can see that. I actually have a really cool story for you guys that had to do with pulling a Pokemon card. It's not this guy right here, but it was a Charizard. So I think it was 2024 or 2023. I had just left the store. I got a couple packs of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Obsidian Flames with, after a long time, some nice Charizard cards in it. And one of which being an Secret Illustration Rare or Charizard EX. And I have a couple Charizard EXs. I have the full art from one of the collector's boxes. But this particular set, Obsidian Flames, one of my first times opening the Obsidian Flames set, was definitely one of the best times. So I think I may have gotten 2 or 3 packs. So I opened up the first pack, and I got a normal EX, which... pretty basic to find in Pokemon sets, or the newer Pokemon sets. But on to my second pack, I'm saying stuff like, oh, Charizards are really hard to pull because they're some of the rarest cards in the set. You have a good Japanese EX. That's pretty good. But Charizards are some of the hardest cards to pull in the sets he's in. And in that pack, as I'm talking and saying that stuff, I proceeded to pull the Secret Illustration Rare Charizard EX. I just told you guys about. And one of the prettiest arts I've seen. Great art on the figure, on the not the figure, the card. And I do still have him. Not over here, but somewhere stacked away in a nice magnetic case to keep him from getting any damage. Because eventually I would like to try and grade him. Get the figure I don't know why I keep saying figure. Get the card graded. Because I've seen a couple listings at PSA 10. I've seen stuff for maybe $300, $400. Really nice prices for it. But mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't pull a lot of Secret Illustration rares really. That was one of the first ones I pulled. And then Christmas last year, I ended up getting another collector's box. One of the ones like the flat ones where there's a bunch of packs and there's promo cards. And I got like a full art promo, all the normal stuff. In one of the packs, I'm pretty sure it was Stellar Crown, Scarlet and Violet. I ended up pulling the Secret Illustration Rare Galvantula EX. And that is one of the only SIRs that I do have with me that I can try and find quick. I might take a minute, but I do know for a fact that I do have it. Alright, maybe I don't have it on me right now, but I do have it. How old am I? I just turned 13 yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday, but I just turned 13. But we'll go on for maybe like another 10 or so minutes, and then I'm gonna have to end off the stream. So get your questions in now if you have any. Thank you, Wonderblob, for the happy late birthday. But if there are any questions you guys have for the last 10 minutes, feel free to start asking away. That way you can get your questions in before I have to end off the stream. But like any figures I have, any Pokemon, Godzilla, whatever ones you want to ask about, just ask away. You recently found out they made a pregnant man emoji. Shoo. While I wait, if there's any questions you guys have, I'll start putting some of the figures I've got in some poses. If there's any poses you want me to put any figures in, you can go ahead and let me know now if there's a certain figure that you want to know I have. What dinosaur figure I have has the best articulation? Probably either the Hammond Collection T-Rex or the Mattel Indoraptor figure. It's either this guy right here, for a Mattel figure, has really good articulation, or the Hammond Collection T-Rex right here, one of the bigger figures. But those are probably my two most articulatable, my two best articulated Jurassic World figures. Today is your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Jack. Hope you have a good day. But yeah. See if we can get another pose for the High Kong figure. Let's get out some of the swap out stuff. There we go. But yeah, go ahead and ask. This is a great stream for the first one I watched. Thank you. I've done a couple before. I did one a few months ago, maybe like 3 or so months ago. I haven't done a stream in quite some time. but I did one a few months ago. You have a Radiant 1995. That's nice. That's a nice Pokemon card. But yeah, I actually haven't opened a Pokemon pack in quite some time. Oh, it's been definitely a while for me since I do normally often open them. But it's definitely been tough to get Pokemon packs this year because there's not been a lot of them. You just came across the stream on YouTube and thought it looked interesting, and I'm glad you clicked on it, and you're glad you clicked on it. Thank you, Wonder Blob. I'm glad that you're glad that you clicked on the stream. Just getting the High Kong into a quick pose. You've got about maybe 6 or so minutes left, or like 5 minutes I'll do until I'm gonna end off the stream. You clicked the stream sword and I found you, and you found me. Hello, Madeiras Cash. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, just put this guy into a quick pose. Just putting the High Kong into this new figure pose. Yeah, 6 or 7. But I'll put these parts up to make it look a little bit better. There we go. But yeah, we've got about 4 or so minutes left, so if you have any questions, get them in now. Any figure questions, if I have any questions on like upcoming stop motions that you've seen. Goodbye, Jack. Thank you for popping into the stream. I've gotten pretty good at art, and now I've been practicing drawing dinosaurs, and so far my Spinosaurus drawings are pretty good. That's good to hear, that you've been getting into art with the Spinosaurus. Definitely a dinosaur I do like to draw. I'm not the greatest at it, but he's one of my favorite ones. But yeah, get your questions in now before the stream ends, and you can just let me know. And let me know if you have any questions. Just kidding. But yeah, if there's any questions you have within the last like 3 minutes we've got, go ahead and drop your questions now. You can ask any questions if I have any certain figures, if there's a figure you like that you want me to put up into a pose. You went from dinosaur and evolved to the... Jeez. I actually do have 2 really nice Lego sets that took... You've gotten stronger from your evolution. I have 2 really nice Lego sets that took quite some time. Thank you, Madeiras Cash, for the happy birthday again. I have 2 Lego sets. Each of them took at least 4 hours. But one of them took like over maybe like close to a day. So which one would you guys want to see first? Would you want to see the one that took less time or the one that took like a day? I'll actually put a poll up right now to see which one you want to see. Okay. Just putting up the quick poll. I think we'll do this poll and then we'll head off and end the stream for today. All right, but I just put the poll out. Have you ever gotten a Lego set that looked massive and it took like 2 seconds to build? No, absolutely. Not really, honestly. Do I have a VR? Yes, I do have a VR. I have not the greatest one. I have the MetaQuest 3S. It's still a nice headset. I do like to play, but it's considered not the greatest one. All right. So you guys, what I'm seeing is you want to see the Lego set. Have you ever hit your hand playing VR? Oh yeah, I can't even tell you how many times that's happened. The first day that I actually got it, on Christmas Day last year, that I got my VR and was playing in my room, I smacked my hand really hard on my doorknob, and it cracked one of my nails, and it was not fun. It obviously made me bleed, but that was not a fun time. I've literally had my finger put in a splint due to slamming my finger on my very old crystal door handle. You broke your finger. Wow. That's fun. Alright, so you broke your finger playing Yow. That doesn't sound like it felt very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna delete the poll now, and I'll show you guys the Lego set that took a day long. Just about a day. I'll just need 1 second. I'm just gonna get it out. And then I'll show the other one that took like only 4 hours. So just gonna take 1 second. I remember my brother punched me in the face while playing Creed. Your brother's built like a tank. Wow. Alright, so I have the Lego set that took like a day to build. So, you guys ready to see it? This is the biggest Lego set I've ever built. But if you guys are ready to see it, go ahead and let me know now. And I'll show it off. It's got a lot of dust on it. Because I haven't touched it in quite a bit. Alright, you guys are ready. Okay, so it had over 800 pieces. And I got this at the Lego store at Disney Springs in Orlando. This is my Kingfisher Lego set. Hey Valcar VR, welcome to the stream. So this guy took about a day to build. It's I'm pretty sure it's an Azure Kingfisher, if I stand corrected. Thank you, Valcar VR. But yeah, this Lego set took the longest to build of any that I've ever gotten. Thank you, Medeiros Cash. Yeah, but this was definitely a fun one to build. There was a lot of things that I did mess up on. Had some trouble with it, but for the most part, I'm just happy I was able to finish it. It looks really nice. Yeah, it does look sick, Wonder Blob. Alright, so I'll put this guy back, and then I'll show you guys the one that took only about 4 hours. You don't know if you can build that, Valcar VR? I mean, hey, you never know. If you try, you can really do anything if you put your mind to it. Okay, so, just need 1 quick second. Huh? Oh, the Kong figure fell. He fell off the desk. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Tried to escape. I might do another live stream tomorrow, depending on what happens, because I have the day off from school, which I'm happy about. So possibly tomorrow I'll do another live stream. So tune into that one, depending on when it starts. Yeah, Medeiros Cash. I definitely got to come over at some point. Haven't seen him in quite some time. All right. Just gonna get the figure that took like 4 hours. What time? Jack, I do not know what time I'm gonna do the live stream at. I remember when I was younger, I used to watch those optical illusion videos that would be like if you stare at this red dot and burn your eyes out of the sockets, you will see Sonic the Hedgehog on the wall. Yeah, I still see those. They're pretty. They're something. They're definitely something. Just putting a couple pieces that fell off of the Lego set, and then I'll show it off to you guys. He just got back from BBJ. He's great. He's a gray belt with 1 stripe. Hopefully I can get my blue belt in December. Nice, Medeiros Cash. You used to be a Godzilla fan, Valkar VR. That's nice. All right, so this is the Lego set that took only about 4 hours. Have you been to the Field Museum? I don't think so. What is the Field Museum? Is it like at an actual like sports field, or is it something else? Because if not, I do not recall the Field Museum. But are you guys ready? I have the Lego set that took about a day to finish. Godzilla is king. Hey, you're not wrong. I looked away for 1 second. This. All right, so are you guys ready? I have the Lego set that took only about 4 or 5 hours. It's a dinosaur museum with fossils and a life-size Quetzalcoatl statue. No, I have not been. That sounds really cool, so now I kind of want to go. But I'll show the Lego set that took only like 4 or 5 hours. You have to go. Okay, thank you for joining in though, Valkar VR. I appreciate you coming and joining the stream. If you can, tune into the one that I might do tomorrow. All right, yep, maybe see you tomorrow then. Goodbye, Valkar VR. Thank you for tuning into the stream again. But if you guys are ready, I'm going to show the Lego set that took 4 hours in 3, 2, 1. Here it is. So, do you ever go to the gift shop because the cheapest things there are stickers costing up to $5? Yeah, that does happen sometimes. But this is the Jurassic World Lego T-Rex skull that I got also for Christmas last year. It comes with a bunch of things you can build. It builds a T-Rex. You have a T-Rex skull. You've got a footprint, and down here there's a little thing that shows like the stats or like information on the T-Rex. It's pretty cool. You have to go. Okay, Jack. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Okay. I have a real silver piece. I'll give you. It's a T-Rex. Thank you. Medeiros Cash. So yeah, this one took about 4 or 5 hours. This set, it's really nice. I got this guy for Christmas. Last year. Really nice Lego set. I have one more Lego set to show you guys, and then we're gonna end the stream off. Because I do have to get going, and the stream is already pretty long, one of my longest ones yet. A place you could probably go to this place in Indiana called the Exotic Feline Rescue Center, and you can get close to big cats. It's only $5 for kids and $10 for adults. Very cheap. That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to look into it. But I have one more Lego set. It's the only Lego creator set that I have. And it is one of the more recent ones. A while back, Lego made their Lego Creator T-Rex set. It was very small. There's also a tiger there spraying people, which was really funny. That sounds funny. But a while back, Lego made their Lego Creator set for the T-Rex. It was definitely a smaller one. But I think just last year, they had released their second Lego Creator T-Rex set, which was much bigger. So this is the Lego Creator T-Rex. This guy took quite some time to build as well. Yeah, I'll say like maybe another 4 or 5 hours. But this is definitely this guy definitely took some time. The legs were probably the hardest part on him though. He was not fun to put together. Because of how he was it was a very complicated set. But I think we are gonna end the stream off now. Thank you all for tuning into the stream, and I will see you possibly tomorrow in my next stream. Goodbye, Wonder Blob. Goodbye to everyone else in the stream, and if you want to, great stream by the way. Thank you. And if you want to, tune into the stream that I post tomorrow at any time you would like to. Have a good night. Thank you, Medeiros Cash. And yeah, so thank you guys for joining the stream again. And I'll see you guys possibly tomorrow in the next